For nearly a year, Karur has remained the darkest chapter of the Chief Minister Vijay's political journey. It was here that the 41 people lost their lives in the tragic stampede at his election rally in September 2025. It was here that the questions were raised about crowd management, planning and even Vijay's own delayed arrival. And it was here that his leadership faced its toughest test. Today, Vijay has returned to Karur. This is his first visit to the district as the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, returning to fulfill a promise he had made to the victims' families. The government has handed over compassionate appointment orders to the family members of those who died in the stampede and launched major development projects in the district. But beyond the official announcements, it was Vijay's political message that grabbed the headlines. Addressing the gathering, Vijay said, the Karur tragedy remains the most painful moment of his life. He claimed he had trusted the police completely, believing they would stop the rally if the situation becomes unsafe. Instead, he alleged that the police allowed the event to continue despite the swelling crowds. He also launched a direct tirade on the DMK, accusing then the government of politicizing the tragedy and suggesting that the police and the ruling establishment failed in crowd management before shifting the blame onto him.
Very fair from the Chief Minister's side to express his point of view. So he is coming to Karur, he coming with a lot of emotion, even in the stage. When one brother has come up with his, I think 3-4-year-old kid. He was crying, the kid was laughing and asking, what are you doing, what are you doing? Then Chief Minister was completely broken and cried out very badly. Every one of us did the same thing. Just because of the Tamil Nadu government giving some job support to the family, nobody is happy about it. Either people who receive that order or people who are giving that order have done it with a very heavy heart.
Okay, let me straight away go to Mr. Felix Gerald, the TVK spokesperson. Sir, what does this visit mean to Vijay, sir? Straight to you. What does it mean to him?
It means our Chief Minister had gone to pay tribute, homage to the people who died in the planned massacre, I would say, because it is not an accident. It is not because of poor crowd management. It is a well-planned, orchestrated massacre. That is what I would say, because our leader, now the present Chief Minister, before going to Karur, he had gone to various other places. Okay, in none of the places police were not guiding us. Okay, in a place where I think in Trichy district, police advised not to go, Ariyalur, I think, because of the late hours and huge crowd. So our leader, he cancelled the campaign. But here, if the crowd was overwhelmed, police very well, they could have told them or advised them not to go to the campaign, or they could have, the police had all the rights to cancel it. But police literally took with the escort to the place. And as I told you, he had gone to many places.
Okay.
Normal this morning, but nothing happened. Okay. Why in Karur? Especially the moment when he said, pronounced Sendil Balaji name, people got agitated. People started throwing chapels and people started throwing, water bottle. What was happening in Karur was completely, it's a very, very well planned massacre. That is what I would say.
Okay, let me take opening comments from political analyst Mr. Subramaniam. Thank you so much, sir, for joining me. Do you think that Mr. Vijay, to put it bluntly, he's in power, popularly elected Chief Minister, trying to change the narrative?
Yeah, I think the CM Joseph Vijay, knowing that 7 assembly elections are going to come, the by-elections for 7 assemblies are going to come. We don't know how many more MLAs are going to resign from some other party and go and join TVK. So we are not sure of that. So since now he has got about 107 constituencies or 107 seats in his favor, for the majority he is depending on the other allied parties, right? So to secure at least go near to the majority, so he wants to win all the 7 upcoming constituency elections. So he wants to set the political narrative, he wants to take head on with DMK. Unfortunately, in Tamil Nadu, there is no big opposition party now. Okay, so DMK, because of the the earlier CM Stalin lost his constituency, there is no big opposition leader. Udayanidhi is not up to the mark now. BJP. So there is a change in the head in the the presidentship in the last year, and ADMK is not at all integrated now, and people are moving from ADMK to TVK now. So if you see that, to bring all the issues to CM Vijay, so Joseph Vijay, so people are not united in the opposition now. So taking that advantage, so he is taking this rally or gone to the Karur. The problem is why only to the Karur Stampede victims he is giving these appointment orders. Okay, so there are a lot of accidents happened, protests happened, and deaths have happened for the public cause, right? In Sterlite Stampede some 4-5 years back, and Vachati incident that has happened 1992, illicit liquor which has happened 2 years back, where public they lost their life. So what is the compassionate ground when compared to those incidents and compared to this Karur incident?
Okay.
The Karur incident is actually the political party, they convened the meeting, okay, for their benefit, for the campaigning of the president. Something has happened. We are not getting into the why it has happened, how it has happened, that our court will decide, CBI will decide. But as a chief minister, you are not only representing your TVK party, you are representing as the 8 crore people's chief minister Joseph Vijay. So what is that motivation?
Okay.
What is the narrative for you to go to Karur and hand over the 31 people's appointment letter? That's a big question.
Okay, let me take opening comments from Shekhar Vijay. Thank you so much, sir, for joining me. Your opening comments, what does this visit of Vijay mean at large when it comes to the politics of Tamil Nadu? And my question to my previous commentator was he trying to shift the narrative? Because when it happened at that particular point of time, the entire thing was that the managers of the rally were careless. Now what he said is that it puts the light of the event in a different perspective. Shekhar.
Thank you for having me over, and good evening to my fellow panelists. I believe, and I spoke about this last evening too, I think leadership is judged by accountability after a crisis, not just during it. So Vijay's return to Karur is politically significant. It works both ways because it shifts the conversation from campaigning to governance. And he spent a considerable amount of time, in terms of governing, in terms of leading Chennai right now. But by meeting the victims' families, providing, compassionate appointments and launching development projects, he's also trying to demonstrate, or he's also trying to show that his government has got the political willpower, to take responsibility beyond just symbolism. The real test, however, is whether these commitments translate into lasting institutional reforms. You have to also understand that he's an actor, right? And he will do what's required. But I think from what we've seen so far, he means action. He wants to do something, for the larger populace, and he's taking accountability for it. We've never seen this happening in the past for any politician. We've never seen politicians coming in, actually doing this. He's actually walking the talk. So credit where it goes. But the police role also raises important questions about, administrative responsibility. If, Vijay's allegation is that he trusted the police to access the crowd situation, then the focus naturally turns to crowd management protocols. And the larger picture is, how did this event even happen? How did this issue happen? I think the larger picture is we should not have a situation like this ever in the future. At the end of the day, lives were lost.
No, yes, I completely agree.